Good afternoon, and welcome to Flannel Hill Farm. I actually don't know how close it is to noon. I got up, I was ready to go, and some trucks showed up, and it was the gas guys. We will get gas metered up by the slab, or whatever, tomorrow. They had a bearing go out on their trailer, so they could not do it today, but tomorrow that will happen. This is our second take of our video because while I was in the process of doing a video, I got a phone call. And our lumber is on the way for our walls. So there's that. Lots of things are just happening quickly. We are still in limbo with trusses. I'm not sure what's happening there. I'll probably have to call today again. We did have the walnut tree come down, so that's cool. Walnut is apparently very high in acid, so you don't want to chip it up. So I think it's just a burn. But that's okay, we can burn it, that's fine. So, that happened yesterday. That was why the video was cut short, because he just showed up. I didn't know when he was gonna be here, so that happened. They missed my garden, which was nice of them. So we have garden update, and from now on there will be quite a few building videos. I gotta try to figure out when the trusses will be ready, because I don't really want to put walls up and then just have walls sitting in weather. Because now that we are about to have, I have a monkey. Now that we are about to have lumber delivered, I think there's like 4 days it could rain this coming week, so that's cool. I think there's a football game in our future tomorrow night, so that'll be fun. There's KK. And here's a Ben. So, that's what I know. Garden update. Our melons are looking phenomenal. I'm actually really pleased with the melons that we have so far. I don't know, can you see this big guy here? Look at him. That's a pretty good sized melon. There's one over here somewhere, I just saw him. Here he is. It's a pretty good sized one too. So we have those. I haven't been seeing much in the way of other melons, but until they get to be a good size, oh, here's one right here. Little round one. I think this is probably a cantaloupe. Can you see that? Wait, I don't want to pull them off the thing. But I don't really want to get in there because I don't want to disrupt them. They're kind of hard to see until they get a little bigger, so I just let them do their thing until I can find them fairly easily. But yeah, we're getting melons. I don't know, the aphids might have just got some of these melon plants. I don't know. So I did get an email from a viewer. I actually don't know if he subscribes, but he emailed me and let me know what he did with 2 of his houses and how all of it worked. So we emailed back and forth a couple times and talked about his experience and how everything worked. He is up in the northern part of the US, so not down here, but still good information. We're kind of building the house as if we were up north. That way it'll stay warm, it'll stay cool, and we won't have super high energy bills. That's the idea. If I insulate enough now, my energy bills will be decent. So if I insulate well now, that'll be less wood I have to use in the wood stove. So we got a couple little cucumbers in this cucumber plant here. So things are happening. It's been a weird growing season, so I'm just letting stuff go. I'm learning from all this stuff, and I'm just taking it as a learning experience, and whatever we get is awesome. Whatever we get is how I will start getting myself out there down here and explaining to people what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing, how I'm doing what I'm doing. So these are all doing fairly well. I think my squash has some aphid problems. These aphids, man, we're going to war. Aphids are really starting to irritate me. So squash and zucchini are doing okay. My zucchini looks like it's doing great. Carrots just never did anything. It's kind of disappointing. But our sweet potatoes are doing fantastic. And the pumpkins and winter squash are doing great, showing progress. So lots of weeding still. I did switch over to the sprinkler. I think we already talked about that. Just getting too hard with how big everything is getting to move the soaker hose. But again, I learned I need to have more than one soaker hose. So there's that. I was gonna go into a little bit of detail as to why I am doing what I'm doing. We are doing what we're doing. So I am not a huge fan of the healthcare system. Now, don't get me wrong, I think healthcare system's a great thing for an emergency, for people that are dying that can be saved, for those things. However, I am not a fan of the medications that come along with all of these significant side effects. So there is a drug on the market that I would say you probably need to survive if you have certain medical conditions. But in with that, you're taking this drug that's supposed to help you, but it will actually give you a deficiency in one of your vitamins. How does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. Why would you take something that makes you deficient in a vitamin you need to survive? I just don't get it. I just don't understand. So I am trying to grow my own food and make my food better so that medications, you don't need them. The peach that you buy in the grocery store, when you would, if you were my age, your great-grandmother, if you're a little older than me, I'm 28, if you're a little older than me, your grandmother, just remember the oldest person in your family that you can remember, and you had fruit at their house. The fruit that that person had as a small child, you would have to eat 50, I'm going to use the example of peaches. You would have to eat 50 peaches today to get the nutritional value of that person when they were a child. What have we done? What has happened to our food system? Like, we all need food. What has happened? We have more people on the planet than ever before. And we have less nutritionally dense food. Don't you think if you could eat less food and it had more nutrition in it, we would be better off having 7 billion people in the world? I just don't get it. We've gotten so far away from what we need. So that's what I'm trying to do. I am trying to grow fruits, vegetables, chicken, eggs that actually taste like eggs and chicken, that taste like the fruits and veggies. And I'm going to try to get kids to enjoy fruit and veggies again. That's my goal. My goal is to get people that are sick to eat better food, and children to eat and enjoy healthy food locally. That's my goal. That's what I'm striving for. And I am striving for, if you go to the grocery store and you can't find eggs, you know that you can stop here and get eggs. Or chicken. Or if I do sheep, or vegetables, or fruit, or whatever. That's my goal. Fruit, nuts, berries, all of it. So, that's my idea, that's my plan. I don't know if it's gonna work, and I hope it does, but I don't know. I mean, I've gardened before. I've gardened with my great-grandmother. But I've never done it on this scale, and I've never tried to do something like this. So, we'll see. I am trying to build a house and build a farm, and I'm a city kid, so we're gonna see how this works. I don't know what'll happen, but you guys are here for the ride. So, this is what we're doing. And I hope that you are gonna stick around for the whole experience. Because this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy ride. So, on your way back down the hill, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the little bell notification, and comment, email. I have an email, flannelhillfarm@gmail.com. If you have any ideas, any recommendations, any personal stories about using mini splits, your favorite wood stove and why, the most efficient, the better one, anything, please let me know. We are looking at spray foam. We are looking at wood stoves, mini splits, appliances, everything. Let me know. I'm open to ideas. I'm open to recommendations. I really do appreciate y'all.